to talk about how much better things have been going, and how I've turned my life around so much. Like, I'm actually enjoying life somewhat way more than I ever did. Like, I was miserable. The Tourette's made me torture myself all day, and I just couldn't stop thinking about that. But my mom found Mom somehow just found some therapist, life coach, I guess, Frank Tortorici, and he's been a tremendous blessing in my life, and he really helped me and pushed me to get out of my comfort zone, to get out of my stuck place. I was drinking 8 to 10 shots. 8 shots a day, all throughout the day, just to keep drunk. I was smoking weed all day. Just stay. I was medicated on pharmaceuticals. Just everything. Just and that was doing nothing for me. And I was just stuck, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to get out of it. I thought that was just the way life was getting. I thought I was just meant to suffer, meant to destroy everything I touch and hurt myself all day and scream, shout at the top of my lungs with Tourette's, say a bunch of stuff, just bad words, weird stuff. Tourette's forces me to say, of course, don't. Yeah, so Frank was, before I met my life coach, I was starting to get more spiritual and learn about God, if there is God, and in hindsight, I was trying to understand what this all means, and I was just being desperate, trying God, try on God, see what it does, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I can't believe I'm actually, a lot of my days are filled with successful tasks, and my Tourette's are so much better. My self-harm has reduced by 95%, and my vocals they've reduced, but they're not like self-harm, and and I'm able to do more things. Because Tourette's doesn't disrupt it as much, and I'm able to focus and literally do things, and it's not without Tourette's, but with less Tourette's, life seems actually doable. With the severe Tourette's, it was totally debilitating and stressful and debilitating, and it was painful. But what really got me believing in God was I watched the movie The Case for Christ, and I'm a fact-oriented guy, and I base stats and orientation. I need truth. I really feel like I need truth. I don't know what it is. I seek truth so much. If it's not true, then I don't want anything to do with it, even if it hurts. I don't care. I need truth. Something about it. The truth will set you free. But The Case for Christ sold me on there is a God. The evidence proves that there's a God, and Jesus Christ is the Son of God. He died on the cross for our sins. And just there's so much evidence. There's too much evidence to deny the existence of that we were created by an eternal being. Something that lives outside of space and time, and I was just diving deep into that, really trying desperately, because if nothing changes. If nothing changes, so I was trying. I needed to change something, and I believe God was the source of that change. And I can't believe I'm actually. I just thought I was meant to suffer. I can't believe I'm out of the pit. I was on the verge of being on hell. I was in hell without actually being in hell. Like, it was almost like I was on the border, like the edge of the dimension or whatever of being in hell, and God pulled me out of it. I don't know why. I don't know why He did that, but I'm eternally grateful for it. And I can't say this enough. I can't believe this. I couldn't believe how bad my Tourette's were then. I couldn't believe my life then with how bad my Tourette's were, and I can't believe it now how much better things have gotten. I'm actually happy and like and I actually, like, now I cry tears of joy instead of tears of pain and suffering. I'm getting emotional now because I'm just so much more happy that I'm able to do more things and be fulfilled and feel like I have a purpose, and on top of that, not being in pain. And I'm so grateful to Jesus. I love Him so much. I really. I mean, even though I love my life, I'm ready to go to heaven. I wanna be with Jesus. I don't like this world. There's so much suffering in this world. This is getting off topic, but there's just all the souls. If you accumulate all the souls that are suffering and stressed and anxious and depressed and in physical pain and debilitating diseases, I weep for them. And it just hurts me so bad. Like, I'm better. I'm doing way better. But I don't want to do better if that means other people are paying. Like, I feel bad. I want to help. I want to help them. I guess that's why I'm doing this, to try and help people and let them know that there's hope. I mean, I didn't know there was hope, but God first, and then God gave me Frank. And He pushed me to get out of my stuck place. And, like, I'm out of that hole, that dark, deep, hot, sticky, slimy, sludgy hole. Stinky. Like, it was just a hole. It was just terrible. I was just unescapable. And now I'm out of the hole. I mean, I'm still like. I'm still sloshing things off of me. I'm tearing bits off. Like, I have such a layer built up from the 20 years. It was 20 years of severe Tourette's. I think I was the youngest kid to get deep brain stimulation for Tourette's. I think I was 12 or 13. I was the youngest, or one of the youngest. Trying things, trying different medicines, and I tried that, and it didn't work. And I felt like a lab rat, I had to go in like every week, getting adjustments on the electrodes, and it made me feel weird. I could feel as soon as they adjusted it and turned it on, I could feel something come over me. It didn't feel good. I hated it. And then a year later, they said that from it not working, I guess they said it wasn't in the right place. So then we went in for another surgery. It wasn't as long. The first one was 12 hours. It was a long surgery. And they went to we did the second one just to pull out the electrodes a little bit, because I guess they're too deep. And at the time, and knowing how unlucky I really felt like I was cursed, and I had horrible luck. Mainly probably because the Tourette's were and such a negative aspect. Anything else that happened, I was like, of course that would happen. Of course it would. Of course, like, Why would anything not that happen to me? And then so that didn't help out. That didn't help. So all of that was a waste. Don't. And it was just so defeating, and just trying all these medications to no avail. And Frank, God bless his soul, I love him so much. He's still alive. I didn't mean it sounded weird, but still no. God bless him. He got me out of it. He helped me stop drinking. I don't drink alcohol at all anymore. Maybe like once a month. But I want to try and stop totally. But from every day, all day to I don't feel like I was drinking alcohol because I needed it. I felt like I needed it in order to make the Tourette's feel a little better. But I guess short term it would make it better. But long term the negative effects of it was terrible. It's terrible for you. It's poison. It's crazy how available it is to the public, and it's just so deadly and terrible. It's a facade. It's a fake. It's temporary, and the negative effects are just terrible. It's inflammatory. It kills any cell any cell in the body. It passes the blood-brain barrier, indiscriminate to whatever cells it kills. And he helped me get off that. He helped me. He helped educated me because I don't know where to start. I don't know where to. There's so much information online, and he helped accumulate it into a source, which was, I guess he was the source, and he explained it to me and taught me the ways to be healthy. And I stopped drinking. He helped me cut back on weed. Well, I did that more recently. I'm starting to cut back, and he helped me stop medications. I wanted to give it many times, and I think I did, but then I came back. I mean, I feel like I did for maybe like a week or so or two, and then I reluctantly got remotivated by him talking to me. He talked me through it. He's good at pushing me and motivating me. So if I didn't have him, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know how I would have gotten out of it. So like, I mean, shameless plug. Like if anyone's dealing with severe Tourette's, he has online courses or online not courses, online meetings that he could do to teach you the ways of the ways that got him. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention he has Tourette's also, and he did all these things to reduce his Tourette's, and he's doing a lot better now that he implemented all these things for himself, and then it helped him. So if anyone out there has severe Tourette's and doesn't know what they're doing, doesn't know how to stop it, doesn't know what to do, like, I mean, I recommend him. I'll put his information in the description. But anyways, dumbass. But yeah, he also he made me he pushed me to do nightly runs. I was 205 pounds. I was bloated and inflamed. I was fat. I was disgusting. I had dark circles around my eyes. I was eating fast food all day, and he taught me to work out once a week, do ice baths once a week. Those are terrible, but there's something in your brain called the cerebral cortex, I think, that it gets people, like, it's bigger in people that are successful, and a neuroscientist said that the more you do things you don't want to do, that thing grows. And they say that's where the will to survive, the will to live comes from. So you like do the things you don't want to do, and that just affects whatever. I don't know how it does that, but it does. And I get sun every morning because sun is very important. Everyone needs sun. But there's, I guess, to wrap things up, there's actually light, and I believe Jesus Christ was that light. He's the way, the truth, and the light. No one goes to the Father but through him. Comes to I'm paraphrasing. There's hope, and I didn't know there was hope. I didn't think there was hope. I don't like even like for a year I was doing the Frank thing, and nothing was really changing. Nothing was happening, and all of a sudden one day my Tourette's just reduced, and I can't really pinpoint it. I don't know if it's, I mean, it must be all the above, but the main source is probably God. I mean, I'd like to believe that, and it's, yeah. Um, yeah, it was I think it's been a year that my Tourette's have reduced significantly. Mainly the self-harm Tourette's was really what got me able to do things, because it was so miserable. I couldn't focus on anything, so I was just constantly hurting myself. And it was painful. The tongue bite. I remember biting my tongue 20, 30, 40, 50 times a day. I'm not exaggerating. I remember I had like 4 or 5 canker sores in my mouth at once, because all the different parts of the mouth I could nick, because Tourette's, because the Tourette's is it's just terrible. I had one on my lip, I had one on my other lip, I had one on my tongue, on my inside of my cheek, and then the back of my cheek. Man, the tongue bites are one of the most miserable pain, because it's all like biting chunks out my tongue, and then the canker sore created, and then the canker sore makes it so tender, and I knowing how much it feels, it's such a relief to not experience that all day. Like when you experience immense pain like that, it was torture, but it was my own body torturing. It wasn't me, but my body was doing it, and I couldn't stop it. Now that was just a terrible feeling and experience. Jim, break my finger. I am pretty new to these videos, so it's kind of, things aren't really structured that good. They're kind of all over the place. May God bless every person listening to this video. And I know if you don't feel like there's any hope, I didn't either, but somehow there was a way. There's a way. And really, if someone's like an atheist or something out there, like really, give God a try. I really recommend watching The Case for Christ. The evidence for Jesus Christ being the Son of God is just too much to ignore. If you're an evidence-based person and facts and statistics and truth, then like I was a hardcore atheist. I remember I was cursing God's name, like just cussing at him, so angry at him. If he was real, that like just, and I was like, there's no way there's a God because of what I'm going through. But I learned like all these questions I had, like the Bible had answers, and I understand now why all this. I still have my doubts sometimes, but for the most part, I understand. It makes sense, and that's. I don't know what I was gonna say, but it makes sense now, and I'm all glory to God. My life has turned around. I was going down. I didn't even know I was going down. I was just down. I was as far as down as you could go without. I mean, I was as far down as you could go. And now I'm pretty much out of the miserable. I'm not miserable anymore. I'm not miserable. I can't believe that saying that. Like I can't. I don't know how to believe it. It's happening though. It's happening. I'm not miserable, and I'm never going back. God has His hand on my heart, and on my body, and on my soul, and I'm not miserable anymore. I just that's what it all comes down to, I guess. I'm not miserable. God bless you, everyone.